Hmm. So, hello everyone, we are coming back now. So, the live stream today we are talking about weekly topics and also with the supervision group of Robbie Performance, and also soon we might not have him in the live stream anymore. We already discussing about uh, if the live stream that he able to attend or not, because you can see due to situations we might not able to get him in the live stream like before anymore. So thank you so much everyone. And first of all, we can come back into the introductions, to be honest, because maybe some of the persons will not really know us who we are. So we can introduce first. And my name is On Lê, and the owners and also the founders of VNCE Vietnam Cultural Exchange. And we have a tea shop named Trà Nôm, and also the children gallery, and it's non-profit children gallery. I have problem with pronounce that name as well because that's a tricky word for Vietnamese when you pronounce them in Vietnam in English like BNP, BNP, something like that. So that is the name. It's fun for kids because they can practice their English as well for the pronunciation. So nice to meet everyone. And I will let Julia and also Robbie will introduce themselves for the one who haven't watched our live stream yet. And who know us already can get some a little bit more information about that. So, Julia, you want to share?
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Gulia and I'm a teacher in our gallery, art teacher. Um, and sometimes I like this week I find some new friends and invite to host our activity like this week. But usually our activities are hosted by me. Mm-hmm. and
Robbie?
when uh, and when sorry what a few more words, and when Robbie visit his native country, me also responds to the exhibition in our gallery. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I thought you finished already. I do not want
Yeah,
to
yeah,
interrupt you.
yeah.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Maybe
Robbie, you want to say
connection a
something?
little bit slow.
hmm You want to say some word about yourself, Robbie?
Oh, I have to talk now. Well, I don't have a native country, but
Yeah, sorry.
no, it's no problem. It's Europe, so I have to be there. But the exhibition have to be made by Gulia. I only help a little bit with them, but she's has to do the exhibitions. But it's a lot of work, so that's why now sometimes I help with her. But what I mostly do, meanwhile, is there is a lot of theory about working with children and working in our gallery. And when I see what Guria is doing, then I think, yeah, that's exactly why this is so interesting. And that's exactly why other people should know what the difference is between what we do and what the art gallery do or the other do. And one of the topics is I just, maybe at last time already, but I just wrote for the annual art book of the Netherlands an article about how working with children and art can help prevent aggressive behavior. So now I'm also working on a video about that topic. So, and I think that's very interesting for a lot of people. Another thing is like we can use art to start to tell stories in a foreign language. So one of my next videos will be about that topic. So making the video is quite a lot of work because when I claim something, I always do some research, a lot of research, whether it's right or not. And sometimes I think, oh, wait a moment, when I say this, that's not like it is. So it's just a lot of work. And I think also because Vietnam is quite warm and I'm a bit lazy and I have airco on my room. So during the day, I keep the temperature on 30 degree, and while outside it's much hotter, but inside it's only 30, and that's good for my age, I think. So I can work there and I can do a lot of research and reading books and things like that. And then sometimes it's funny because I see what Gulia is planning, and then I think, oh, I've done also that kind of things in the past. But what was interesting 40 years ago, it's not interesting now anymore. Sometimes we can use some parts of it, but people have changed so much in decennia. So a lot of what I've done in the past, the theory is interesting, but the practical thing, it's not so interesting anymore. So for me, it's better to make videos about the theory, and then later we will see what Julia has done in real. Okay.
All right. So thank you so much. Thank you. So again, now I would love to give everyone a quick overview what we explored today on the live stream. So we have kind of 3 months highlight tonight. So first of all, will be like the weekly activity, the work with what's called Miuk Workshop. I'm so sorry if I pronounce that wrong because it's a completely not Vietnamese name, also not in English. I try to pronounce that so like kind of like in English, like Milk Workshop. This is the activity this week. You will see on the screen. Gula will talk more about this soon. And then we will have the look about the journeys of the children book published by VNGE with the whole power at the other Vietnamese editors that are also young. And then we share also about the exciting new invited children that have created story from the scratches through both words and art, and it led by Robbie Palamas. Robbie, yes. So our goal will with this live streams is connect the family and supporter with the heart of our nonprofit work and inspire more people to join us to build up more like the creative space for children in Da Nang. Yes. So okay, to talk more about the live stream, I would love to switch it to Gulia. And
Mhm.
I might have to try to mute Robbie first because his play quite noisy. So
Okay.
yes,
Yeah. About
okay.
so I
Yes, you
will.
can say.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. About our week activity. This week I can't host it, so we invite my new friend, and I'm really happy to meet this lovely woman. She's really talented. She's really inspired kids. We really enjoyed first time but we met her at her workshop with my kids. We come and have my 6 years old son. He have his first sewing experience, and I like many moments in these workshops, how it was organized, how every moment, every steps in this activity uh, were prepared for kids, and even environment where this workshop was also inspired kids for art, for create something. Yes, we decided that I decided, and she also answered with great enthusiasm to make something together, to collaborate, to visit our gallery and make something for our children. A few words about how it was with my kids, because we really enjoy, and he he was inspired maybe a few days after, because he make his first sewing keychain, and he was really proud of himself, and I like really many moments. For example, how everything was prepared for kids, that they anyway uh, will have a good result with these things. Uh, and Anyway, there are much space for their creativity. Yeah. For their own creativity, for thinking about design of these things, which they will make in next steps. It was sewing, but it was really easy. Um, and activity this week activity in our gallery will be drawing, but anyway, I saw how she host this kind of activity last time in her own space, and I also like it, and I really thankful to Miss Miuk that she will come and host in our place. um, it will be topic will be about space. It will be drawing planets by gouache. It's really interesting technique with working these paints, because you can change something. Kids shouldn't afraid if they will mistake in drawings. They will understand that they can make mistake, and it's not a problem, big problem. You can change everything. It's also very important things in making art, because yes, I see that many kids, they really afraid to make mistake. Yeah, and it's really important in adult life, in everyday life, that mistake, it's not a big problem, and mistake, it's really good, and you can change it, and you can work um, with what you have. Yeah, you
Mm,
make mistake, but you can work with it. Hmm.
nice,
and
thank
I
you. Hmm.
And I think that drawing with this type of paints, it's really interesting for kids. And she always will. I know that she will explain about planets. Also, there also will be some story, some talking, because I saw how she works, and yeah, it's really interesting. It's not only drawing; it's much more.
So thank you so much for your sharing. That's really nice. So you just recommend you just talk about our activity. It's not about sewing. It's about drawing, right? And
Yeah, drawing
mhm,
and
and
making design. Yeah, they really feel that they are like adults. They are not just kids who try to learn how to sew,
mhm.
but they really feel that they are like adult designers.
Oh, nice. So it's the first step to make clothes. You design the clothes, right? So like
Hmm.
even with the fabric, we also have to design the fabric. We used to make a video of an artist. Again, Ruby found her the inks at somewhere, and that lady's design. Actually, she not design, but some fashion company come to her and say, "Hey, I want your paintings here on the fabric," and they use her paintings on the fabric of is this a good company, Robbie? Is this a European fashion company? I think they use very like it's very specific patterns for like underwear, something like that, and they need something like soft and smooth and things like that. And she's Taiwanese. Correct me if I'm wrong. If she not Taiwanese, but as I remember, she's Taiwanese. So um, yeah. Hi, Ruby. You mute. So can you unmute it? You touch the screen. Use you the mouse touch on your screen, and then they will showing up the mic icon, and then you can click into that to unmute.
Yeah, you hear
Okay.
me now?
Yes.
And
Lovely.
also the noise from making some synth, I think.
Yes, I have to mute it because it's a little bit noise when Gulia talks, so I have to mute it. And now you know how to mute them. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she's not Taiwanese, she's studying in Taiwan.
Oh, okay. She Chinese?
Yeah, I thought from
Mm-hmm.
Hong Kong, yeah.
Yeah, nice. So we can say Hong Kongese. The Hong Kong friends love to
Well,
say Hong
but
Kongese.
she also lives in Macau and she lives in France.
Mm-hmm.
She was every time because she wanted to learn the techniques of drawing. So
Mm-hmm.
she went everywhere to the university where she could learn it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And she agreed with that company because she didn't have to change anything. She just used what she made.
Mm-hmm.
And well, it's a very famous international company.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I'm not so good in underwear companies. But you can find a video on
Yeah.
our YouTube channel.
Huh. Me neither. Okay. So I will
Just
come. Mm-hmm.
a small remark about mistakes. When you're
Mm-hmm.
learning, you never make mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
That's impossible because
Yeah.
the essence of learning is trying out things that you don't know whether you can
Mm-hmm.
do or not. And that's not a mistake, that's a very good thing.
I agree on that point of view. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Again, I will try to mute you again because it's a little bit
Yeah,
noisy. Yeah. So you have to unmute every time when you want to say something. Okay. Thank you so
yeah, yeah.
much. All right, we get back to everything, the question for Gulia as well, so we can understand and know more. We already learned about the organization's Miuk Workshop, and then we also talk about what we do, drawing, and then the first step of designing. So,
Mhm.
can you talk more why colorful planets? Because they decide to select the teams this week is planets. Do you know a little bit more information about that?
Um, I honestly I don't know, but I can. I think that she chose this topic because it's really interesting for kids. They usually, especially at this age, like my sons, 5, 6, 7, and a little bit elder, they usually likes space because it's very, very interesting. They have a lot of things to discover in this topic. They also feeling like exploring. They want to be many kids at this age. They want to be very smart, like scientists, and space can this topic can give them a lot in this.
Mhm.
Uh, and I think that why she also chose this topic is because there are in drawing of planets. I saw how it looks. Um, there are many things that kids can develop. They develop fine motor skills, and they can draw and maybe think more about it. It's like even my son, he say that, oh, it's very he say it in kids language that drawing planet make him more calm. He
Wow.
say, yeah, he said that, oh, I think it's really I think he mean that it's very meditative topic, but yeah, he say, I think if I will draw this, I think I feel more calm. Yeah.
That's interesting to hear that the kids are able to say the word calm by themselves. Or maybe it's easier to say calm, but doing that's a little bit different, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, my kid even not say that word yet.
Maybe because boys, they usually draw some action, fighting, or something like this, very dynamic plots of drawings. But yeah, space maybe. This topic when they draw planets and
Mm,
some maybe landscapes, space
mhm,
landscapes, it's really it's not like action. And yeah, maybe this topic is really close and linked with this topic which Robin now is searching about, against with aggressive emotions in
yes.
kids.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So thank you so much for that. What age they can turn into the activity because that will be different group of age or it will be all the ages.
Yeah, we as we usually said to parents, inform parents that uh, any ages start from 3 years old can come, but they always make any art activities in their own level. But yeah, I think better from 5 and 6. Start from 5 and 6. This topic will
Mhm,
be most interesting for from this
mhm.
age.
So we recommend from 5 6. And how about if
Five,
the
five,
kid? Okay. So
oh,
how? Go ahead. Go ahead.
sorry, I just connection was not good, and
Slower.
so.
Hmm.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
No problem. So how about if the kids like the oldest one that they can come, like if they are like 13, or should they have the limitation with the kid, like if they are like let's say like 15 is most teenager.
I
Mm-hmm.
think that if a teenager will comes, it will be much more interesting because they, of course, know about space much more, and they can also share it more, and it will be really um, how to say, a rich exchange of your knowledge about this topic, and they can make a drawing in very high level. So I think a teenager is much better, but the most interesting maybe it age, they start from this age 5 and 6.
Mm-hmm. So is this have kind of like too messy if like the kid is 5 coming and then the teenager also come the same place? How is we work together?
Mm, I think that we maybe should explain that they shouldn't feel some shame or discomfort about this big range between ages. I think maybe we should explain them that you can make as a 5 years old kid, and you can make it like teenagers in your level. Yeah, we have sometimes activity when comes really elder kids, like the most elder. It were maybe two girls near 12, and there are also baby. There were babies, and I try to explain that make like teenagers, and they will make like young babies. It's okay, and it's also interesting. And you know, you also this moment you shouldn't compare. You
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't think, oh, there are babies, so it's not for me.
That's good.
Because
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because even adult, they can be old people, and they also make some art. And no age in art. We haven't age. I think we shouldn't have.
Mm-hmm. So how about the parent turn to the activity with the kids?
They can support, but we are also we accept it when parents support and help. But I think it's better when the kids are really young babies. But they shouldn't be over caring, and shouldn't make instead of kids. Some parents, they usually make it, and I try tactically say, let's kids will make this art, and you also can make but your own art. Mm.
All right, now Ruby come back. He disappeared for a while and now he come back. Okay, so it's a great. Thank you so much for all of your sharing. I will introduce this workshop just based on what my observations first, because you already heard about Julia's experiences at the place. I haven't, so the reason why I'm agree into have a workshop with Miuk Workshop because Julia have to run to the border for her visas. That's a little bit painful for us because she has to go, so we kind of like, of course I want her to just be at the place all the time, running to the borders with the kids all the time like that. I'm very tired, so completely understand for Julia. We come down, we contact to some students to ask for some architectures or art students that can replace Julia. However, Julia bring up with the new friend that she met. It's a Milk Workshop, so sorry if I pronounce it wrong. Um, but we just see like how to say they when I see their website or their Facebook actually. I see a lot. They create a lot of beautiful handmade, and with the fabric, dolls, and all the embroideries, accessories. I do a lot of those kind of at home by myself. You can see on the pictures like the kids trying to play with the dolls, make the dress for dolls, a pony dolls, and or the crochets. I did it at home quite a lot. I'm not into that level yet, and I'm still learning. So I'm feeling like, oh, that is a connection. I love all those kind of handwork, and it make you kind of busy. That was it remind us to slow down. So when you do this kind of thing, you have to slow. Um, you have to enjoy every single moment, every single things, and find the joys in the handmade details because you have to like little lines of the mouth and make it smile or make it sad. So you have to decide it. Maybe little eyelashes. It's very detailed work, and I'm enjoying that. It's a spirit to the connections. Perfectly with what we are building here at BNC that we already have 6 years that try to build up some community um, for kids that kids can enjoy art as well. So that's really nice for us. Now we're coming to the next part, talking uh, kind of about Robbie roles, supervisor roles, and we still will hear Julia sharing her opinions about how to work with us as well. So Robbie has a special role in guiding our children's book projects. It's called Circle Book as well. So that will be very special for us because um, he have bring the new book to the kid. So we would love to hear more about his role with the supervisors and also of course, I want to talk more about the circle book because that's for me really, really interesting. Yes, I just turn back to Robbie then. So, with your own experience, what is your supervisor role for B and C?
Um, well, it's like assurance. It's important that you know when something doesn't go well, that you have something, a backup always. And I see myself much more as a backup. And on a certain moment, for now, Gulia is doing a lot of work, and there is a lot of new things. So it takes a while before she really feels like, okay, now I've seen it a little bit. It's the third time I'm doing this. And when that time comes, it's interesting to look at what you do and to ask yourself, why did I do that? Can I improve myself? And that's the moment you need somebody to talk about, a kind of backup that you can ask, what do you think about this problem? Or do you think I should try this or I should try that? But it starts with you have to do it yourself. You have to find out your own way and try things, and then you think, okay, I can work with it, or I can work with them, or I can do it like this. These are the problems. I have to go to the border run, and that's every time a problem. Then I need somebody else to do it. How can we do also during the week activities? And I see that Guria is very good and hard working on that. So I just watch it and I follow it from a distance. And the whole time I need to tell myself, don't interfere. Because the whole time I think, oh yes, I've done this also before. And oh yes, and this you can do it like that. Oh yes, and that's a disaster. That's nice when you feel well and you have a lot of experience yourself. But when I develop a video about a topic or when I develop an art project, I never read what others do. I just don't do that. I develop my own project, and later, when I have it completely, then I look and then I say, okay, now I check what others do, and can I learn something from them? Do I make some mistakes when I? But and the same is for Gulia. She just have to do, and I hope she can do it for a few years. And after a few years, she will have a lot of experience, and then it's a good time to look back and to say, okay, how can I improve this? How can I do this better? And then she can watch my videos because then I'm too old to talk anymore.
Um, yeah, I hope that you still exist at that time. I do not mean anything, but you always assist on your YouTube videos. People need to come to the point, and then one day we disappear. But it's great that you're able to still able to produce videos. So you're always alive on YouTube, right? So that is a good point to see.
Yes, but
Because
my voice is going worse.
yeah,
That's
I
maybe some problem.
I can hear it actually, but you know, it's come with some certain age. I do not mean
You're
anything
always
again.
working on my videos.
Yes, I hear it. I might not really hear the trend immediately, but I can hear like you have to drink a lot of water during the part
Okay,
that
can
you try to do. Yes. So okay.
sorry,
So don't worry. Yes. So let
sorry.
don't worry. So let's talk about the book. Okay. So
Yeah, well, the book it started when I was maybe 3, 4 years old, and
mhm.
this was the first book, the first circle story I read, and then this wish also come true. It's a Japanese story, and it has made also a circle because it comes from Japan. That was in those days only the Dutch were allowed to do business with Japan. The Dutch, they brought it to Indonesia. And Indonesia, we had Multatuli, it's the most famous Dutch author. He brought it to the Netherlands. And in Europe, the story also came in several variations. And that's where I learned it. And then I rewrote the whole story into a more contemporary version. And then and I show you the version. Wait a moment.
Yes.
This was, it's a Dutch version. It's called Are You Coming With Me? Ga je mee? And this is a principle of the circle book. He walks and then his friends say, hey, you come with me? Okay. And then the car and say, oh, you come with me? And then there is a train and they say, oh, come with me. And then they go on the boat and the boat crosses the sea. And then they have to go off the boat. Wait, my fingers are. And then they go off the boat, and then the train goes off the boat, and then the car goes off the train, and the bicycle goes off the car. And then he has to walk, and when he got tired, he sit down, and when he's no more tired, he start to walk again, and so on. That's a circle book, the idea. And I was very surprised because this is the French version. Si of voyager. I still can understand that. And then we have this version.
It's in Korean.
Yeah, it's Korean. One, you can read it.
I try my best, and my Korean very horrible. Is Kirtara Molly Molly. Oh, my Korean is not bad compared with you guys.
And then now more recently we have Cung Dinh Nghé.
Cùng đi
It's
nhé.
a Vietnamese version. So it's kind of funny, and the reason this is a very simple thing, and children love simple stories. What children love is that there is a start that they understand, and then building up, and this is like a domino. Every time somebody comes, there is another animal coming, and so on. And on the other hand, something falls off, and falls off. So it's very easy to make a story based on that idea. You did it yourself with Moon Sun.
Yes, I will showing and talk about that later as well about that book. So thank you so
Yeah.
much for bringing it up. So yeah.
And then this was in Tanha, where I was in the Terracotta Park Museum director. We had a dog, and he was always looking for food. So this story goes always for food, and then we're still working on it. But I love this idea. It's from the penguin, because penguins are very funny. And the idea is there is a small penguin, and he's always asking, do they have fish? Everywhere he comes, he's always asking. Well, it goes wrong, but I will not tell you because that's a funny thing. But children love this kind of things. It's in fact also based on Hitchcock. He also said that when suddenly something happens, then you're scared. But when you know that something is going to happen, that is make tension. When is it going to happen? Because you know it will going to happen. And that's children love that kind of thing. So you can use a lot of techniques to make a story nice. But it's also often the one who is presenting is there is a difference between books to write and books to talk, because it's a little bit stupid to say, but you have those telephone numbers in. I can read aloud the telephone guide and children love it, but it has nothing to do with the telephone numbers. It's just the way you talk, and children, you can say and they understand that. Adults, they think, who's that? So that's I love sometimes to do is kind of stand up with children because they are international.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just a side part. Books are incredibly important because in books you learn to give form on your thoughts. You learn to use words on your thoughts. You can also make music, give music to your thoughts, or make paintings. So there are completely different ways of giving form on your thoughts. It can be also dancing or making problems. That's also.
Thank you so much. So I have a questions for Gulia actually about this. Um, okay, so my questions for Gulia is I think you have to unmute first. The same thing with Robbie. You have to touch the mouse. Using the mouse touch on your screen, and then you will see the mic icon and click into that to unmute. Because now, if you say, I will not hear anything. Okay. Yes,
Yes, now
thank you.
it's okay.
Thank you so much.
Mhm.
So I want to ask, as a curator or as someone who work closely with kids in the gallery, so not only about the mom, but you also the one who have the most of time with the kid during the day as well. Do you see this project or this story connecting with their own experiences?
Um, Yes, I think that I have very many thoughts about this kind of book after our circle book activity, which was a few time ago. I think maybe 1 month ago, or maybe less than 1 month. Yeah, and there were maybe 20, much, yeah, more than
Mhm,
20 kids, and they are all different. They are from different cultures because there was local kids, and there were foreigner kids. They are from Europe, Canada, and other countries. And we have activity where first Rob explained what is it circle book, and they he presents his circle. His circle books, which he already have, and gives some maybe examples how they can make their own circle book.
mhm,
And they second part of this activity was making their own circle book, and it was really interesting to saw how they solve this uh, this creation moment when they shoot some adult kids. I think they suffer a few time because they think, oh, I should uh, they are more serious than young kids they were, and they think that, oh, I should write a book, and younger kids otherwise they some of them, the most young kids, they just repeat Robbie's plots. They also make some plot of their circle book, like not penguin, but they go to shop and buy food, and this food finished, and they again should to go to shop and buy their everyday products, goods, and use it. Eat it and then again finished, and circle.
Just so on
circle
and so
story.
on.
Yeah, circle
Mm.
story. Local kids, they usually really like create some stories about pets or about animals. For example, one girl, she creates circle story about cat or dog. I don't remember exactly which. Um, uh, every time lost, and the owner should looking for and then find, and then uh, cat or dog, I don't remember, or again go away, and owner should looking for. Yeah, it was really interesting activity, interesting things when they should anyway they should create something maybe mm, more interesting, more serious. They should create story, and it's not like art and crafting and something. You have really other tools, and you meet other things. It's really interesting. And there was one boy who make not his own circle book, but he um, rewrite paradox stories which he already read before. But it also was interesting because he remember many paradox stories. And yeah, he's really
Mhm.
smart.
So thank you both. It's always nice to hear that how simple idea can become a book, and that also come into by months now, by the culture as well, and the children across the culture also enjoying that. So I would love to introduce our picture books. Ruby also show it, and I wrote them down already. Um, yeah, so this called Moon and Sun. So it's mostly I got the Vietnamese illustrator. She's graphic design for the game company, and she doing very well with the what's it called? It's a color pencils, and she make the story with that. I love her illustrations, but everything is just yeah, as I say, everything is gonna be um, could be easy, could be difficult during the time to try to publish this book, but we try our best. And of course, this is simple, poetic, and rooted in Vietnamese daily life. It follows a quiet day and gentle night, and showing the contrast between the harmonies of two. So is the text is written in Vietnamese and in English, and we try to publish it. So we will see how it's going on with this book, Moon and Sun. Maybe we have to change the illustrations. We will think about that, but I love the original illustrations. Um, but sometimes we have to see what's going on with that if we decide to publish the book. We already tried this out with the kindergarten children in Ho Chi Minh, and also in the UNESCO Lotus School, the Dutch program in Hanoi, and they really enjoyed that. We have some activities, some workshop happening for like 2 days continuously with this book. Um, and yeah, so here in Da Nang, I'm really happy to hear that the concept again of the moon suns and everything has come back really well. So we are thinking about publishing all of the book about the concept by ourselves instead of finding the editor. So we will see how it's going on. Just stay tuned. And if our children love to draw or tell story, we also would love to have them involved in this project as well. So keep in mind about that. So a little glimpse into Mặt Trăng, Mặt Trời, Moon and Suns, how much it tried to bring us to co-create the story with children, because every day we will see the suns and then we will see the moon. Now I have a sun now, but my face really very yellow because in American they use not the white light bulb, they use the yellow color. So my face now very yellow. But from your side, it's more bright because in Vietnam we use more the light, and even that is happening with the moon now. Maybe the moon's up on the sky in Vietnam already. So yeah, so what excited that we are trying to create and also bring a lot of activity for kids based on this concept. Let's try to grab everything up here. So thank you for both of you for the beautiful reflections. So it's clear that the storytelling and critically are just not for kids but for everyone, and also bring joy for everyone as well. So we can learn a lot. Um, and yes, so I hope that everyone can be able to continue doing writing their own stories, and let's look ahead what coming next week at the gallery. So uh, hi. So so Gulia, can you grab up what kind of activity that we have this week? uh, mhm. Can you unmute? You mute now, can you unmute? I'm so sorry.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. You ask about this week or next week?
This week, the Sunday this week until the following Sunday.
Mhm. Uh, it will be drawing planet.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. With Miss Miuk from Miuk Workshops. Please join. I think you will also enjoy because we really, really like how she hosts her activities. She really preparing very good. She use really quality materials for drawing, like professional materials, and she is very empathy. She really feel. Every kid, and she really give to each kid much attention. So please join.
Thank you so much. So thank you everyone to joining with me tonight, and everyone who are kind of watching this live streams. So whether you are parent, teacher, friends, everyone's in these communities and try to create something. Our purpose mostly again to create the environment for kids can enjoying art with us, and we deeply appreciate the family who bring their children to our children gallery, the partner who support our missions like Miuk Workshop, all of you watching and sharing our work. Every little support will help us keep the art free and accessible, meaningful for all children. And again, I just want to recommend that all of our activity for free. So we need to have a lot from the community. Three of us will not be able to survive. We need the create the community to continue this mixage. You can try to help us in any way from the subscribe or from donations. And again, this year I'm trying to raise a fund for Gulia visa as well. So hopefully she can get the better visa, and she will able to not running or like cross the border to arrange, because with the mother two kids live alone in Vietnam, it will be very very challenging, and she do a lot of work to keep these activities for free. So um, if she have Vietnamese kids or local kids, why we don't have her family as well, because we build up this community for each other. And thank you so much for everyone. You will see the QR code on the screen already. So either come into our shop, bring your children to our gallery, um, and then surprise if you can. We also have a donation link, or just give us any materials, supplies for art. That's already wonderful. And thank you everyone so much. Mhm.
Thank
See you
you.
next week.
Okay,
See you.
stop it.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.